Yo, my Taz, what's good, bro? Let me know. Can you hear me okay? Am I coming through clear or choppy? All right, testing, testing. Mic check, mic check. 1 2 1 2. All right, perfect, perfect. Good news, good news. Man, my trades are rolling right now, bro. These JPYs are not playing. Hope y'all catching all of that. But yeah, we doing good, man. We doing good. Gold looking like it's about to give us a nice drop. Again, this really makes me feel like the dollar's gonna rise. It's torn in between the two right now, but it's under some heavy bearish pressure. So it's really crazy, when it gets like this because, we like to do our correlation, right? We like to say, okay, the dollar's going up, so gold is going to go down, or, the dollar's going down, so gold is going to go up. But that just doesn't seem like the case right now. Again, I still see the dollar potentially rising up out of here. We got like a nice double top, right? And then this is a nice little support area as well. So there's possibility for it to rise for sure, which is gonna, put a little, it's gonna put a dink in, my majors that I want to play to the upside. And yeah, like see, it's giving me equal highs here. So man, it's really, it's up in the air. Of course, we all know news can change everything. Which we got 5 minutes on that. But yeah, I think we might, there's still potential for a drop here, basically on like these majors. So I haven't really bought them just yet. The only one that we really got into was NZD, right? So, it still looks like it can potentially rise, but I think we should probably, go ahead and take our money on this now, you know, right before news, so we can just, see how things play out. Okay, nice, nice, nice. So yeah, yeah, even yeah. So that equalness here on our dollar. This is all pretty much looking like we're going to get a potential fall here. So we'll figure this out in just a moment. So let's get to the dollar. All right, let me get everything ready to go, guys. Make sure you uh check out the poll. All right. So far, you guys think the news is coming out bad for the dollar. All right. So right now, kind of see the dollar getting ready to push up, guys. So here we'll get in the nitty gritty. Again, this is what's concerning me, that we're going to get that rise. And then we just broke structure. So again, potential pullback, maybe the sweep. All right. And then maybe from there we'll take off. Or we could just take off, right? There's no real telling, right? You can never guess 100% correctly, what the market is going to do. But, you have a good percentage, right? You can be 80%, 85% right. And that's more than enough. But for right now, definitely looks like the dollar wants to give a nice rise. So again, my team is already sold gold. All right, guys. So if you are not in any trade at the moment and you want to kind of get ahead of the curve, all right, I suggest that you guys sell gold, all right, and try to get away with just a tight stop right above this high, right? That way, if anything, right, you're not losing a whole lot with the movement that's going to come behind news, all right. So yeah, I got some alerts on gold to let me know that it's dropping, and got some alerts on the dollar to let me know what it does on either side. But we got 2 minutes left. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So again, we look at typical pairs that are in the majors, right? These 7 pairs are what is going to be affected the most, right? GU, EU is definitely going to move. And then dollar cat. So dollar cat, just so you guys know, is setting up, for a potential drop here. All right, out the rising channel. So let me get it to a higher time frame. All right, so you guys can see that that's looking pretty nice, right, for a drop. But, you know, if the dollar news comes out good, we could potentially get one of these, right? You know what I mean? So things are, you know, pretty mixed, right? But if we go by structure, you know, we should be looking for a sell on the dollar CAD, dollar CHF. Same kind of thing. We're at a major level of resistance. All right. If we bring it down, so I'll get rid of this position. But, you know, I can see, you know, we tapped into this order block. So, you know, this one looks bullish, right? Unlike the dollar CAD, it looks a little bit more bearish. So again, guys, time will tell, you know, get some alerts on it. But UJ, yep, looking like it's going to rise. So this is very up in the air, guys. All right, 2 minutes on the clock. Yeah, it's still a little bearish though. So yeah, this is tough. It's gonna be tough, guys. So let's just take our time and see. But again, I highly recommend everybody at least do a short position on gold right now. Again, we got 1 minute on the clock. So let me go and check the news and see what we're gonna get. All right, it's at 43 seconds, 42. All right, so they're measuring core PPI and that's month over month. So again, changing the price of finished goods and services sold by producers, excluding food and energy. All right, 26 seconds left. All right, actual greater than forecasted is good for currency. All right, and it was zero point 0.2 before. They expected to be 0.2, so they're expecting no change on the core as well as, you know, the non-core. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and here we go. All right, calculating. Look, we're dropping on the dollar. How about that? Now again, I think this could be a sweep. Okay, so we got to be careful. News did come out bad. All right, core came to 0.0. All right, they expected 0.2, and then the non-core came out to negative 0.2 when they expected 0.4. All right, so you see all my alerts are going off. All right, money to be made, but this is all, you know, the initial reaction, right? We don't want to get caught up in this, which a lot of people do. Some people don't even know that there's news on the way, right? So, you know, they get smacked, okay? But here, we're simply going to wait and see, you know, what we get, all right? So somebody said it would come out good, but so far it came out bad. All right, dollar is dropping a little bit. I'll put some more alerts. Okay, now just so you know, the chart had already told us that the dollar wanted to, you know, potentially wanted to fall. Let's put it that way. All right, and now we're getting a little glimpse of that. So we're gonna see pretty soon here, you know, if this is gonna continue to drop and break the support level. If it does, then, you know, we can potentially get ready to look for, you know, some opportunities that line up with that. So let's just see what the dollar CAD did, because again, that looked the best for the drop, which we should have took right before news, because kaboom. All right, now I do like it for the sell right now. Then I'm gonna put on some extra indicators here so you guys can see what's going on. And boom, there's my 50 period moving average, there's my 14 period moving average, and we're right underneath a pivot point. If we get in right now where price is and above the pivot point, that's 38 pips. All right, I do like it. So let me just get back to the dollar. All right, again, no time is really going by. It's just been 2 minutes. So hang tight. Again, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button for me, everyone. I really appreciate that. And shout out to the early bloomers. All right, the ones getting up early and getting to it. All right, I salute. know it's a cold front, so depending on where you guys are from, drop the degrees. How cold is it in your city? All right, look at that. So you see how we get the push down, but now we're getting some rejection. These are the things that I mentioned to my members, is that whenever you have news coming out, guys, typically you're going to get manipulation first. All right. Now, not saying that this isn't going to continue to fall, but my point is that's typically what happens first, is that you just, whatever that initial direction is, typically is the false, direction. It's the manipulation direction. And then, once the dust settles, right, you'll see that price starts to go up and do its thing, which is why gold, look, like a pretty good selling opportunity. So we're going to go back to that and check that out. All right, and there you have it, right? It wicked right at the pivot point. So again, there's still potential here for me and my team to, capitalize off of this sell. All right, as well as everyone joining this morning. Okay, so again, guys, just looking to see, what's going to happen in the next 15 minutes. All right, we're in profit almost. But if these alerts start going off, and more importantly, if we break this structure low right here, all right, so again, nice little support area. But if we get a candle where the body breaks below the support, we're definitely going to, have a better chance at gold falling at that point. So, I would recommend everyone who just joined to sell gold if we do happen to break this low, which, we'll know by the alerts and coming back in to check on it. But we're getting a massive wick rejection here off this pivot point. So again, guys, it's looking really, really good for now. All right. And notice how when news came out, right, it was bad for the dollar, but gold did this hunt, right? Because again, look at these equal high areas. All right. So it just kind of went to kind of, try to sweep that, right? It didn't quite get, above each, but it's looking good right now. All right. Toya, good morning. How are you? As we got the shy from NY right now. Went from below zero to a nice toasty 16 degrees. Man, please. Oh my God. This is exactly why I will never leave Florida. Okay? Man, y'all can have it. Golly, bro. That's too much. But again, I mean, obviously the world survives and you guys know how to deal with it and all that good stuff. But man, I can't have my nipples freezing. I'm sorry, man. I need I need the heat. All right. I'd rather sweat for sure. All right. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's it's that's that painful cold, right? It's one thing when you got a little chilly cold, and you could see your breath, in the wind and all that type of stuff. But yeah, when it gets to those below numbers, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. All right, but guys, gold is looking nice. All right, we can say it twice. Let's go look at the dollar and see. All right, look, plenty of rejection, guys. I can clean this chart up a little bit. So let's take off these moving averages, take off the pivots. All right, this was just basically illustrating, guys, that the lows were getting, I'm sorry, the highs were getting lower right here. And then what happened? Eventually we did drop, but we found support, and we had a bit of a equal lows, double bottom, if you will, right? Broke that high, pull back, right, to tap right into that demand, and now we're heading up, guys. So again, I think gold is probably going to be the play of the day. All right, and we'll just have to give it a few more moments here. So around maybe 9 o'clock, we should know for sure, like kind of what it wants to do, and then we'll act. We'll act on it off of there. But let's go ahead and take a look at some of the trades that my team is in. So pound odd. All right, we sold this, and we are looking good, guys. We're looking real good. All right, so up 47 pips, and we got the potential again of 500 pips on the table. So don't miss out. All right. Pound CHF, we also sold it, and I just told you guys before the live, it's getting ready to fly. So 50 pips up and 193 pips on the table. Do not miss out. All right. What else did we get? So we just sold gold. Again, we're in profit right now, and guys, gold is currently falling. All right, so remember what I told you. If we break that support line, it's on. All right, let's get low because it looks like it's about to happen. Okay, get all up in there. All right, so right there is where we're looking. Some more alerts. All right, dollar's doing something. What are you doing, dollar? Oh man, it's going so fast. All right, well there it is. All right, gold is 6 minutes on the clock. Let's go to the 5 minute candle. All right, guys, really getting jiggy with it right now. I hope you guys sold. All right, prepped you for it ahead of time, and now you can see exactly what time it is. Okay. All I want to do is zoom, and a boom, boom. 44 seconds left on the clock, guys. It looks like we are going to break this low. All right. And y'all know how it goes. Anytime we break anything, the cycle begins. So I'm mapping out this supply area that we've already kind of swept. All right. Due to the news. Okay. So boom, that's done. All right. And let me see here one moment. All right. Oh man, so we didn't close. How about that? Just how they do you. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we didn't close below. Man, gotcha. Right. All right. But hopefully, the next candles will get us there. Either way, looking pretty decent, but it looks like we, swept liquidity, swept liquidity. So who knows what it's going to be. But right now, it's still pushing down. So maybe this one in the next 5 minutes will break below, and then it's time to go. All right. So while it's doing this dance, we will go take a look at some of the other pairs, especially the JPYs that we were in, because they are paying dividends. All right. So let's go take a look. All right. All these alerts, ridiculous. Okay. So our JPY index, right, tells us how strong is the yen against, a few other major indices. And so far, guys, we got textbook stuff here. All right. So we in uptrend structure, right? We had our run, our pullback, our run, our pullback. All right. This particular run broke this high. We've pulled back to this high off of Fibonacci levels, and now the bulls are showing up. I'm going to put a few alerts to let me know if it still continues to rise, but that means that the yen is getting strong. So when we go and we look at our Asian pairs, all right, here they are, right? All the JPYs, all JPY, CAD JPY, CHF, right? Euro JPY, pound JPY, the big dog, all right? And NZD JPY. Guys, NZD JPY looks the best, all right? And my team, we just got in profit on it. We're up about 2 pips, all right? But we have put 378 pips on the table. So again, this is a good play for you guys to get into right now. If you're not in it, please let me know and I will give you the numbers, all right? But NZD JPY is one of the pairs you definitely want to look at selling right now. All right, so here it is, NZD. All right, JPY, sell now. All right, that's one. Again, let's go back and take a look at gold, see if it actually folded. All right, below. Okay, almost there. Almost there. All right, got 2 minutes left on it. Let's keep putting some alerts. But you can see that it's looking pretty good, guys. So Again, highly recommend that you guys try to get in where you fit in on what you see with the drop on gold right now. All right, won't hurt a bit. Okay. Come on, push, push, baby. But don't look at this. Oh my goodness, really? We doing this again? Come on now, you can do it. You hear us cheering for you. Don't do us like this. All right, let us get paid. Okay. Got the Forex going up on a Tuesday. Oh, come on, goal. Really? Come on. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. It's like you talking to your jit and they learning to walk. Boom. There it is. Let's go now. Come on. 1 minute. Oh. All right. This is an emotional roller coaster. All right. Especially for those rookies. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Don't know which way it's going to go. Heart attack activated. All right. But, that's until you get with the gang. We slap you around and tell you how to keep those emotions in check. All right. Because if you don't, it prevents you from getting a check. You dig? But here we go. About 25 seconds. Just break. Push it some more. La 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 la. Da 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 da. 10, 9, 8, like New Year's, right? 5, 4, 3, 2. Happy going down trade. All right, good. So what I see now, guys, is we got a nice little fair value gap that was created. All right. And we can use this as a potential opportunity to sell from, all right, off the pullback. Okay. So again, I'll take it like this. You don't have to put it just like this. You can, all right. That's just what is that? 266 to 267. That's only a dollar move on gold, so that's 10 pips. All right, but you probably want to have it about here. Right, that's a $5 move. That's 50 pips, and then you aim for your 1 to 2. Okay, simple as that. That's a $12 move on gold. That's 120 pips. Right, going to load up on some alerts so we can know that gold is falling. But ladies and gentlemen, please sell gold. All right. Again, if anybody needs any numbers, let me know. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button for your boy. All right, there goes the retest right to the fair value gap. Oh, you see why you don't have it right above the fair value gap? Because of things like that, guys. That was an easy in and out, even though you would have only lost 10 pips, right? You didn't really give the trade any breathing room. All right. So again, just something that you learn over time to make sure that you give it a little breathing, right? That's all you really need. So again, this was the break. Here's the retest. Let's put some indicators on. All right, the 50 is above it, so is the 14, and the pivot is right above that. So again, we rejected the pivot off of news, right? And then we broke this low. All right, so manipulation, and now we're getting distribution, right? This is just our pullback, and we should get to falling pretty soon. All right, so again, just gonna load up on these alerts. All right, and I'm gonna go take a look at what the dollar's doing. All right, so dollar's kind of giving us a bit of a drop right now, but let me clean up some stuff because this is pretty wild. Okay, and I will take this off for now. All right, there we go, all nice and pretty. So again, still trying to figure out, which way, right? Again, like I mentioned, guys, until like about, an hour after news, uh, you pretty much won't have a sound picture of exactly what it wants to do. Because, in that initial time frame, there's a lot of manipulation going on. All right. So any liquidity to be swept, right? Any people to, get got, all that's happening within that first hour. So for right now, you just want to, be cool and, see what opportunities you got. Let's go take a look at the indices because they're going to be opening up in a little bit. And since the dollar news came out bad, again, it should have caused the dollar to fall. But clearly, we can see that the dollar's respecting the support area. Now, it doesn't mean that it won't disrespect it later, but for now, it's respecting it. So we can pretty much assume that it wants to rise. All right. So if that's the case, some of these indices should be looking like they're getting ready to fall, but they don't look that way. All right. SPY looks like it's going to rise. All right. We came from this major support area and we got a little resistance here. So maybe it'll get up to here before falling, but it looks bullish at the moment. All right. And even from a higher time frame, looks even more bullish. So, just want to let you guys know that's what we got on SPY. All right. If we go down to NAS, all right, my team bought NAS and look, we are in profit pretty nicely. All right. I'm get rid of our long position here so you guys can really see. We're forming a bit of a morning star, guys, and here is that real swing high from this daily time frame. So we can literally, get all the way up to here, even though we're kind of aiming for this, tiny fair value gap that sits within these, three candles. All right. But let's do a quick measurement and give you guys an idea on what, this is looking like. All right. That is 676 points to the upside on NAS. All right. So again, you guys have a buying opportunity on NAS right now that you may want to take advantage of, right? If you buy it now, again, you still want your stop below this wick, right? And then you want to aim up to this high. So this is what your position will look like, all right? Something like this, right? Where your stop is below that wick, right? That's 454 points. So again, if you can't lose $454, do not play with this pair, all right? Don't even think about it, okay? This has been known to break up happy homes. All right, just put it that way. Okay, 700, 81 pips to the upside, but not quite a 1 to 2. So boom, there it is, 930 pips, and NAS can absolutely do this in a day. All right, typically it takes maybe a day and a half, but it is very possible for it to make this kind of a move. All right, if we just do a quick measurement from this high and we push it down, look, there it is right there, 1 day. All right, what time frame are we on? Yep, this is the daily candle right here, guys. So on December 18th of last year, NAS opened up at 21,984 and it dropped and closed at 21,139 for over 800, pips. Really, it got as high, it got as low as almost, 1,000. So guys, this is a great opportunity. All right. Now, if we're talking correlation, typically that means the dollar is falling, right? When the NAS rises. But, so far we don't really know what dollar's going to do. It's just kind of in between. All right. But right now, yep. So still dancing around. So let's just go back and look on US 30. All right. My team also bought this. And it's at this resistance level, but it's holding, right? So again, we can either move our stop loss to take, lock in profits, all right, or we can just completely close out of the trade and then, try to see if we can get anything for, if it's going to drop. But right now it's just holding, so no real need to kind of get out. Just get as close as you can to lock in the money, all right. Let's go back to check on gold really quick. All right, and ever since it broke, look at that rejection off the fair value gap. All right, it looks nice. Okay, look at all the wicks above the candles. All right, hardly any below. Yes, we got one here, but still, we know what time this was. All right, so again, gold is getting ready to hop into profit, guys. All right, looking very nice, man. Look at that. All right, we got 6 minutes left on this. If we look at it on the 5 minute, all right, you can kind of see we're going to get back below that and close. Again, it should be good to go. Right, we got the break, we got the retest, and now, we're getting some bearish pressure. All right, everything's telling you to sell, right? But do you know how to read it? Do you know how to identify it? Do you know how to take advantage of it? That's the point. All right, so again, giving this some time, got our alert set, so we'll know pretty soon, if gold is really going to do what we want it to, or if we have to try to adjust something. But most of the time, guys, when you make your bed, just lay in it, right? Because fear gets you out of the trade more than the trade actually will, right? A lot of people, have that horror story. I was in that trade, and like, okay, why did you get out, right? You know what I'm saying? And it's always because of how they felt, right? I thought I was going to lose it. It looked like it was going against me. Everything else in between, but it didn't actually do any of that you thought, right? So again, you won't know unless you let it go, right? You really don't. So that comes with the level of understanding that I feel most people you know don't want to have. It's not that they can't, it's just that they want it to be what they want it to be, all right, instead of what it is. All right, so we're gonna see 19 seconds on it, and it's looking decent still. All right, but let's just go take a look at our JPYs once again. Again, typically, they move in the Asian session, but we're set up right now to, make some nice moves. So just getting some more alerts on the index, and then looking at that NZD JPY, getting some alerts on that. And guys, it is still looking really, really good. All right. So for me and the team, again, I told them early in the week to look for these selling opportunities and hold it for the rest of the week, because again, this is a major drop that it can make with major pips on the table. So you know don't overlook it or don't neglect it, right? Because you'll be sorry that you were here, you were in the mix, you heard it, and you didn't take advantage. And then tomorrow, Tuesday is usually the days when things crank up, right? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So tonight during the Asian session, maybe tomorrow morning or during the Asian session tomorrow, this thing will tank, and you'll be like, holy camole, right? If you have a standard lot, which is what this is, right? Let me just show you what the potential profit is going to be. It's 2,347, right? And you don't know when you'll get that, right? You might get in the next 15 minutes, right? Maybe not. Look at that gold, all my alerts for gold, and we can do the math, or we can read, right? So from 2663 to 662, right? It's falling, guys. All right, let's go take a look, and voila. All right, it's this simple, ladies and gents. All right, let's get to the 5 minute. There it is. All right, so again, more potential of breaking this support level and falling, right? Even more to knock us out at 120 pips on gold. So remember, guys, we sold here at 2666. All right, crazy sixes, but one is working out in our favor. All right, $5 move was 50 pips for the stop loss. You can see that from where we got in, we were just down a little bit, and thank goodness we didn't put our stop right behind the fair value gap. We gave it some space to breathe, because that's all we needed, right? Anybody who put their stop right behind the fair value gap, they're hating life right now, because what happened? They got stopped out, and then the trade is now going in their favor, in their direction. All right. Again, story of my life and so many others, who've gone through those growing pains and finally realized, yeah, maybe I shouldn't put that stop loss so tight. Right. Again, this is just a lesson that I'm trying to get you guys to visualize early so that, you can get you a little something. All right. So again, gold is, technically in profit from 2666 to 2664. So that's about 20 pips. All right. On a $2 move. 2 minutes left on it. So by the time it closes, after this, I'm expecting us to just make a nice push down and hit our take profit in no time for 120 pips on gold. On a standard lot, that's $1,000, guys. 1,200 to be exact. All right. So again, opportunities here. Don't miss out. All right. Hit that like and subscribe button for your boy. All right. So here's the JPY index. All right. Again, when you're on the lower time frame, you can definitely fine tune your alerts so you can get notified early when things start to move. All right. Instead of, getting notified a little later. But again, wherever you set them, is there for a reason. All right. But we want to get this push up and want to break above this high. If we do that, then I know the JPYs should fly, and I mean to the downside. All right. But there's where a little bit of a resistance level is. So again, expecting the JPY to go ahead and push up and break this area, right? May do a little retest to here and then, start to take off. But that's what I'm looking for on the JPY. Again, looking at it on a higher time frame. You guys can see it's on the way. All right. Very nice pullback. Swept liquidity, tapped into the fair value gap. Even the area that it previously broke right here. Again, guys, I can't stress this enough. Wherever price breaks, right? So here was that high point over here. Okay. Price broke it in this area. And now look where it came to retest before it's starting to rise again. This is something that, again, I help, put together, right, for you guys to recognize. Not saying that this can't keep falling, but I just want you to understand that there's something to this. All right. In regards to where price breaks, it typically comes back to test that area before, doing whatever it's going to do. All right. And the more you know that, the more you can start to take advantage, of this thing we call trading. All right. But JPY index getting ready to push up. So let's go and take a look at that NZD JPY trade, which is looking very, very good for the drop. All right. And here we go. Look at that. All right, guys, we are getting ready. All right. Getting ready. I'm ready to love. All right. Don't let me start. All right. But here we go. So again, just get those alerts on and let us know we dropping and we're getting in the money. Again, guys, 378 pips on the table. All right. I do expect my team to be excited because there's something to be excited about. All right. But as well as anybody who's tuned in this morning, right? Get your NZD JPY pair pulled up and take a sell, right? Don't take a lot size that you can't afford for price to go against you about 66 pips, right? If that's going to hurt you, you're doing something wrong. If you get in and your emotions are all over the place right out the gate, you are doing something wrong. Okay? You need to be calm, and the only way you can do that is by placing a lot size that's not going to break the bank. All right, guys, small lots, they still add up, right? They still add up. All right, look at that. Gold is just going bananas. All right, here we go. Okay, we are at the top of the hour, ladies and gentlemen. And just like that, 30 minutes, we're already up roughly 40 pips on gold and counting. All right, this may be the quickest 120 pips you've ever made in your life. All right, but guys, gold has potential to drop so much more. So let's go ahead and back on out. All right, and let me let you see. Look at this. Ooh wee. All right, my team stop loss is really up here. All right, the position that you see right here was for everyone, on YouTube right now. but look at what my team is aiming for. We are trying to get the gusto, all right? And that is $72 move on gold. That's 720 pips, guys. And we're already, up about what, 40 or so. So, again, looking good. There's potential, right, that it could respect this demand zone, all right, and turn around. But again, guys, we got to take our chance, right? It's just kind of what it is. So, the moment you get a chance to lock in profits, go ahead and do so, right? Because you see what the potential is here, all right? A lot of times, you can think that it's going to do whatever, right? But no matter what you think it's going to do, you gotta choose a side, right? So, we've chosen a side, all right? And we've chosen to sell it for now, all right? But you can see there's potential that we can, start rising. So we'll get it really from around this area right here. And right about there seems about right. Okay. So basically, this is what we call looking left. All right. So we're thinking about, hey, where should we take our profit? Granted, we did, put a 1 to 2 on this because that's what we do. But when price gets to about right here, right, it's showing you that when you look left, look in the past, the last time price was here, it shot up. All right. So if we're selling, where's the lowest price can get to before it potentially wants to rise again? The chart already told you. All right. Just read it and play it accordingly. All right. So I'm putting some more alerts. And then watch this. At this area of support, I'll put an alert. I'll double click on it and I will say, take the money. Okay. And there it is, right? Pretty simple, right? So no matter where you are, you get that alert and oh snap, I need to close out of that gold trade, or I need to lock in profits on that gold trade because it has the potential of rising and going against me and causing me to lose, right? When I was up and I had money, right? So again, guys, getting in the trade, is one thing, but managing it is another thing. And again, teach you how to do that. If it's something you want to learn, all right, holla at me, forexwithbain.com. All right. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button for me. Again, guys, really appreciate that. Okay. So dollar, let's see if gold is dropping, dollar should be rising. And it is. So now, guys, things are getting interesting, all right, because dollar was mainly in a uptrend, all right. All of this, what we see on this downward move was just a pullback, all right, to that uptrend. Again, I can't stress it enough. Here's where the dollar broke, and look at where the dollar retested in that same zone, that same area. Okay, and now, even though news was bad, we manipulated to the downside, and now we're starting to push up. So, doing the PPI, breakdown, if you really know economics and what have you, and what that all means with the results, then you'll know whether or not that's good or bad for the economy. But if you're not an economist or what have you, right, we're just reading market structure, and that can tell us, what's going on with the dollar. And so far, it's telling us that it potentially is going to push up, and probably get to here before deciding whatever, if it's going to keep going or if it's going to start to reverse. But for now, this big wick here, guys, is below this candle, meaning that this candle pushed all the way down here, right? The bears pushed it all the way down here during news. Okay, 1 second. All right, yeah, the bears pushed it all the way down here doing news, but the bulls pushed it right back up and caused this wick to form. All right, so if bears pushed it down, but then bulls pushed it up, that tells you there's more bullish pressure going on here. And if you just compare this wick to, any other ones that you see, just kind of looking around, right, you can see this wick is huge, right, compared to, some of these previous candles. So these are little telltale signs. Again, it's not always that way, but it typically is that way. So just looking at these, putting them in conjunction with your bias, right, is what helps you, have an edge or a leg up on your trade. All right. But getting some more alerts on the dollar to see if we continue to push up. And I'll push these up a little bit just in case we happen to do a little drop. But if this is going to rise, especially if it breaks above this, resistance level for the most part, then gold should definitely take, a bit more of a drop. All right. As dollar probably is going to get to this area. And again, dollar doesn't have to move a great deal for like pairs like the majors to move significantly, or pairs like gold and silver to move significantly. It just needs to move a little bit, and those pairs can move a lot. All right. So just remember that and keep that in mind. And speaking of silver, I'm going to go and check that out because it's like the brother or sister of gold. So, when it moves, right? Gold drops, silver drop, gold drop. It's that kind of party. All right. So again, alerts are set on the dollar. Let's go and take a look at silver. All right, so if you guys looked at my watch list for silver, you guys know that I was expecting it to get up to here to then look for that selling opportunity. But as it stands right now, it looks like we may get the selling opportunity without it coming all the way back to this supply area. All right, so just kind of fine tuning this a little bit. All right, and that fair value gap is a little wider. All right. But looking at it here, guys, let's get a little higher. So daily. Yep, this looks like a drop. Okay. Man, just got to illustrate it again. We had some equal lows here. We broke it right here. There was supply right there, as well as, a little bit of a fair value gap here, right? So we went and made the new lows, right? Equal lows, money sitting below here, all right? But we pulled back, swept liquidity that set right here, tapped into supply, and now we got this bearish engulfing candle. Ladies and gentlemen, silver is ready to collect this liquidity, collect this liquidity, okay, and that liquidity. So guys, I'm gonna hop in silver for the sell. Feel free to take advantage. All right, so let's first adjust our position. Oh, nope, not that. All right, kaboom. All right, testing, mic check. Okay, 1 second, hold on. Okay, I should still be streaming, bro. Can anybody else hear me? Testing. Guys, please let me know if you can hear me or see the chart. All right, Toya says we're good. Martez, refresh, bro. See if you can come back in. It may just be on you, my boy. Okay, yeah. So Martez, he's gonna check his stuff. All right, but I like silver, guys. Let's put on some other indicators. So again, I'm seeing a downtrend, right? I'm seeing a pullback. I'm seeing a sweep. I'm seeing supply. I'm seeing engulfing candle. These are all confirmations that are telling me to sell, right? And so now I'm going to put on some additional confirmations, which are indicators that if they tell me to sell, well, it's on. All right, pretty much. That's the long story short. So there's the 50 and it's above price or above the candles. That's telling me that price is in a downtrend. How about the 14? All right, it's price is below it, right? So again, that's another little indicator telling me it's going down, and the pivot point is also above it. So guys, silver looks good. All right, I'm gonna get to a lower time frame, see, how we can really get jiggy with this. And yeah, I think I'm gonna take it behind the pivot point, guys. I'm not gonna risk this much. Again, that is a large amount on silver when I can clearly kind of get away with the rejection off of this pivot point. It's just a professional thing, right? But if I happen to get GAT, right, then clearly I know it's still set up to fall. So I'm just going to wait for it to potentially get a little higher, and then I'll sell it from there, make back whatever this loss was, and then probably gain something on top of that. But for now, guys, I'm taking this just like this. That's a 1 to, I'm sorry, that's, yeah, 1 to 11 risk to reward on silver, guys. Selling silver right now. All right. And stop loss. Actually, what? I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep it high, right? Because by the time we actually move, then, I can come and bring it below this pivot point. And I just don't want it to do too much, right? To where it just kind of goes a little bit, takes me out, and then drops, right? I would really, really hate that. You guys saw, that kind of start on gold. So you don't want, that same situation to be here on silver. Either way, here is the play on silver, guys. Again, let me know if you need the numbers. I will pop them in the chat. All right. All right. And silver's getting ready to fall. All right. Don't say I didn't warn you. Structure is very nice on top of that. So just know silver is what you want. All right. Again, guys, if you need the numbers, let me know. I'll pop them in the chat. But, you guys can see what it looks like here off the 2 hour. So aim for that support around 26,131. All right. We got in at 29,670. All right. Stop loss is 30.492. Okay. More alerts. All right, guys. So I'm just going to take a quick look at that NZD JPY. And all right, it's kind of, stalling at the moment. Hopefully it doesn't turn around on us. But like I said, the JPY still looks good. It's giving this wick, but doesn't necessarily mean it's going to fall. I still see a potential of it rising. But like I said, we're in this for the long run. So it's going to do all this little dancing right now. But by the end of the week, we'll definitely see like the NZD JPY fall, the Euro JPY fall, right? The odd JPY fall, right? We're looking at pretty much all of them to fall, right? Even CAD JPY is looking really good right now. This almost qualifies for evening star, all right? And that is a bearish reversal candlestick pattern, guys. So again, a lot of things are lining up for this to drop, but we definitely need to see that pressure start coming in so we could feel more confident about it. But my team got in early and we're killing it. All right, so let's just check on gold. All right, so you see we got a little bit of a sidewaysness right now, but we can get that TP. All right, we're halfway at the mark, so again, don't think it's not possible. All right, but you can clearly lock in profits, right? So you were here on a $5 stop loss, right? But if you minimize, get rid of that, right? You can clearly place right here above, I'm sorry, below that support line, which is now acting as resistance, right? So you can place it right there if you just wanted it to lock in profits, or you could just bring it right to break even so that, you're not losing anything regardless, of what price happens to do. It was like, it was a free trade almost, right? But it's your prerogative. Either way, you can see like getting back up here probably doesn't look, too convincing at the moment. So you could also just leave your stop loss and let this play out, right? 1 hour more, and then you'll know what you need to know. All right. But guys, we're in gold. We just took silver. All right, and that's probably going to do its thing in a little bit. Dollar, is, seeming like it wants to push up. It's just moving sideways a little bit right now. Again, after an hour, things will really start to rock and roll, especially when the indices, the stock market and everything opens up. So for the indices, again, SPY looks a little bullish, but I can see it potentially reversing from here. All right, NAS also bullish, right? But I can see it potentially reversing from here or reversing from this area. So again, just try to get in, as much as you can. US 30 already at resistance, right? So we took our money and we're just going to let it, do whatever it's going to do. If the dollar rises, this most likely will fall. So you might want to short position like this. All right, that is 219, 230 pips, right? And there is our 1 to 2. All right back down to that support area, right? And that's 539 pips or points on US 30, guys. So again, potential, right? So just have everything marked up, ready to go, and you'll see. All right, our pound odd still looking good. Our euro odd, all right, still looking good. Not in profit just yet, but we will be. All right, pound odd, euro odd, good. Pound CHF. Again, I told my team it's getting ready to drop, and it's still dropping more. NZD JPY, right? We'll get that drop. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. Is there any questions, any comments, any concerns whatsoever? All right. So again, guys, if there's nothing, I appreciate you guys for waking up with me this morning and getting to these trades, taking advantage of gold, silver, the J's, right, and just making it a nice Tuesday, right, making some money in the Forex market. All right, but my squad know, I'll be with y'all in a little bit. But in the meantime, in between time, I hope y'all have a great morning. I'll holla at y'all later. All right, it's your boy. Peace.